Let's queer up the worldview. Turkey's president upset UN's 17-color decoration resembles LGBTQ plus rainbow. Turkey's President Erdogan complained this week that he was uncomfortable with the use of what he described as, quote, LGBT colors at the United Nations, which is decorated with this week with bright colors promoting the Sustainable Development Goals. Erdogan said he would have liked to discuss it with the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres. Turkey's government, led by Erdogan and his Islamist-rooted AK Party, has toughened its stance on LGBTQ plus freedoms. However, some UN diplomats suggest Erdogan might have confused the 17 different colors associated with the Sustainable Development Goals and decorating parts of the UN headquarters, including steps of the summit that was held earlier this week, with the rainbow pride colors associated with LGBTQ plus rights. While Guterres has been a vocal supporter of LGBTQ plus rights and spoken out about discrimination, there are no rainbow pride colors at UN headquarters promoting LGBTQ plus rights. The 17 Sustainable Development Goals, adopted by world leaders in 2015 with a deadline of 2030, are a global to-do list that includes wiping out hunger and extreme poverty, battling climate change and inequality, and promoting gender equality. Homosexuality is not a crime in Turkey, but hostility to it is widespread, and police crackdowns on pride parades have become tougher over the years. I do like that we have instilled a bit of fear to anyone who does not like us queer people on multiple colors that look like the rainbow. It's gay! And there's a bit of irony to that where those people who have that hate to it have this power, have this voice to say, well, now it's everywhere and I gotta fight harder for it. So there's a bit of humor to it on like, yeah, we instilled some fear in you, but also you're gonna bring that fear out more, aren't you?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. It's like his bigotry was triggered to come out, which is, in my opinion, pretty great. I think that, anytime that you see that, right, the ignorance really comes through for him in terms of saying that he thinks that this is sort of a gay representation.
He showed his true colors, right?
He showed his true colors, right? And I remember the first time I ever saw this, the logo for the UN and sort of seeing all of this, I learned about all of the 17 issues that they cover, and it was definitely not, LGBT focused. So I think that it really showed like his ignorance about what he was attending, right? He didn't do the homework.
SDGs,
he didn't do the background
SDGs.
Yeah, but we're not responsible for every time somebody's uncomfortable, right? Like, what the F? And again, and I've sat at this chair many times and said, the gay community, the LGBTQ plus community does not own the damn rainbow. We don't own it. Right. Okay, so just a vast array of colors are just that. Beautiful colors, you weirdo.
We don't own all the colors.
We don't own the colors.
There's a common thread in this story that I think is interesting that can apply to Erdogan, to other haters around the world and here in America. Toxic masculinity makes them act in a fearful way. Y'all have all got to it. I think your observations are really great. But that fear forces them into places that they don't want to go, or at least they shouldn't want to go, because it makes them look foolish. And they are going to end up, in my opinion, on the trash heap of history. Erdogan is going to end up on the trash heap of history in what he's done in Turkey and what he's tried to export to other places in the world, just like so many other people we watched. Bolsonaro in Brazil has done it. The slingshot is to have the Supreme Court in Brazil say it is illegal to speak homophobic words in Brazil, as a direct slingshot to the toxic masculinity of Bolsonaro. We are watching this in Russia with Putin. He has stronger control on the society than Bolsonaro did in Brazil. And even watching here in America, people like Lady G get all a Twitter when there is something about a rainbow color or a rainbow flag. It seems like you are protesting just a bit too much. Keep watching the only television news in the world from our LGBTQ plus community and stay informed on everything that is important for and about our diverse LGBTQ plus community.